Yeah, this is Havin show. Let's play. Previously on Let's Play Kerbal Space Program with Havin. Physics break, everybody die. Pendulum swings and not really quite. Alright, Genvin is now dead, so he joins the rank of space heroes among everybody else we have killed today. Oh, no we're not. Okay. So that whole thing about Bill not dying, that did not work out. Hello everybody, this is once again Havin Almasi. We are excited to present to you episode 3 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. But enough introduction. This is where we ended up last episode. We have managed to get our rover into space. Look at how beautiful space is. Alright, so we are in a nice stable orbit for right now. But we want to get this rover to Ilu. But our launcher does not have enough fuel. Which is not necessarily a big deal because we could refuel it if we wanted to. Fill up this orange tank and go wherever we want to go, but that will be a very difficult prospect for one reason and one reason only. This rover that we have built in 2 parts is not weighted very well. This side with command pod is too much heavier than this side without command pod, and so it will not fly in straight line with this in the middle. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to build another ship that will come and pick up this rover and take it where it needs to go. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and assemble this rover in space, okay? And this is going to be a very difficult thing that will probably break rover to pieces. So hopefully it will not come to that. But we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to do it without quick save and quick load, because this is just like a real space battle, okay? So now, what we will first do is we're going to detach this half of the rover. We will then rotate the ship so that this half of the rover can dock with this one, and there are 2 docks it can dock at. I have never tried docking 2 things at once before, so I do not know if this will work at all. And if it does not work, we will be in precarious position, because we will have trouble getting this one dock back to here. We've got a small amount of monopropellant fuel, a very small amount, so maneuvering will be tricky, if not dangerous. But we're going to go ahead and try it anyway. Now, if we fail, hopefully we do not destroy the ship, we can plot a rescue mission. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to undock. Decouple node. Alright. So now these 2 are not connect. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use our RCS fuel. Oh, okay, that is not good. Use our RCS fuel. Try and push away. Okay, we are not pushing it the way we wanted to, but that is alright, as long as we get away. And we do it with... Alright. So now we are floating away. Alright, we need to stop here. Son of a gun. We are spinning not in the way I wanted to, because our weight is very weird compared to what we want to be. Alright, so now we need to find... Alright, I already anticipate this mission going very badly, because I'm not able to control as well as I thought I would. I'm very experienced docksman. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we're slowing down relative velocity. Okay, this was a very bad idea. Okay, we should not have done this way. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use time warp to stop the movement. Then we just start it back up again. Okay. Alright, so we got our target. We need to use RCS to calm down, to kill all relative velocity, so that we are effectively stand still. Alright. To do that, to push ourselves a little bit. Okay, this was a bad idea. We're seeing this now. We're probably going to break the whole contraption, but we're going to keep going anyway. Okay, it appears that even the flight computer cannot keep us steady anymore. This was not anticipated by me. Alright, we need to... Okay, this was a bad idea, folks. So, we are not going to compound any more injury, we are going to just try and kill relative velocity in order to keep these crafts close to each other. And then we are going to... Okay, so this was a bad idea, we learned this now, but we still have a rover in space, it is no big deal. Alright, if nothing else we can take this rover and push it where we want to go, but we're going to need to build Tugger first, okay? Rum-Tum Tugger that will launch vehicle from here to Ilu, or not Ilu, to Minmus. So let's get the heck out of here, go to Space Center. We need to launch Tug Designer, okay? The hope is to assemble rover and then bring it to Minmus, but if we cannot assemble rover, we will just take front half of rover and call it good. So it does not need to be complicated design. We're just going to put one guy on it. In fact, you know what? I think we are going to put one guy on it with docking clamp on top. Okay, so he can look at what he's doing and just plug right into the back of the rover. Alright, so he needs a little bit of maneuvering thrust and an interplanetary stage. We don't want to go super crazy overboard, but we're going to need lots of fuel to get everything there. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll make a Nerva engine. It is not as fast, but it is very fuel efficient, and that right now is very important to us. There's that LVN. That is not it, that is not it. Why am I not seeing nuclear engine? There it is, alright. So that is a lot of nuclear engine you are saying. And it is a lot of nuclear engine, you are not mistaken. So, let's go ahead and make decoupling on this center tank, and below that we're gonna put launch stage. Okay, that is a lot of launch stage. Let's take a look, see what this weighs so far. Let's put it on the side of there. We'll unplug that for just a second. And this stage weighs 46.05 multigrains. Okay, that is weird system of measurement. So that is kind of heavy. It is not really a big deal though. We will go ahead and we will launch it anyway. But we will use same launcher that we initially used for rover part. Okay. Okay, also this thing needs ACES and maneuverability. So what we will do is we will make ACES. We will take some RCS fuel. It's very much though. Just be used for dock, and we will take where's our center of gravity? Center of mass is right there, so let's go ahead and put our RCS around the edges. Okay, then we build launch vehicle. It will be basically a variation of asparagus that we have done. Now let's try this launch with just SRB, how about that? SRB and main tank. Because I think this thing is not too terribly heavy. It should be able to get to space pretty well. You know, I think not. I think I will go with traditional asparagus setup that we like to do. So, throw some of these orange tanks on here. If we can get them, they got to be a little bit lower. So let's go ahead and to put little extension on that. we just put one of these in there. So now we have even more fuel. Yay! More fuel is more good fuel. Except now it is all very heavier. No big deal though. We figure it out as we go along, as always. So, build our asparagus stage. Very quickly, because we are expert at making asparagus. We are practically asparagus farmer. Okay, this crazy bananas. Alright, so tie together with strat real quick. So quick it is not even straight. Then we need fuel line. There to there. There to there. Here to there. We set up stage eject. What is with music being so loud on all these games I play lately? Well, let's save this very quickly. It's going to be Ram Tam Tugger, because it is both feline and launch vehicle. Alright. I think I want to lower the sound volume. Is it just me? Have I gone deaf somehow? Where all music seems so loud to me? It is down pretty low, but to me in my microphone it sounds very loud, so if it is not very loud to you, then I apologize for making it seem quiet. But that is just bothering me. So, new game, and here we go. Load back up Ramtam Tugger. Again, we were figuring out our stage ejection port. So we want that one first. Then we want this one last. Where is it? Alright, so we jump that there. I've got 2, 4. Where is this one? That one goes there. That one, no. I guess also goes there. Why do we have 2 there? Alright, these are last stage. And alright, I think we got it all straightened out as far as stage. So we save again. And let's try flying this death trap, okay? Alright, we've got Mangar Kerman. He's very scared, kind of. There is no reason to be, even though ship is wobbling like crazy and overheating. Which engine is that? That is overheat. Is it the middle one? Yeah, it's the middle one. Wonder why middle engine overheats so much. Probably because it is surrounded by fire. Alright, so we are launching skywards towards the sky to make the space like only Kerbal kind can. Separation A-OK. Is it completely untested rocket? It does not look very good. Just a heads up. But hopefully it can dock with rover parts. I probably should have waited till they came around a little bit closer. But I often do not think about these things before launch. So this is nothing new. Kerbal science is not about planning ahead, okay? It is about planning as you are doing. It is about doing what has never been done and probably can't be done and probably shouldn't be done because it's going to kill lots of Kerbals. But we've seen that already. It is no big deal, okay? There are always more Kerbals, okay? They become hero when they die in space or near space or go into space or, you know, walking the dog. There's lots of reason for a Kerbal to die. That's all I'm saying, okay? It's a very tragic story. Another set of engine. Not quite as high as I wanted to be when we lost that set of engine. But okay. I think I figured out what happened there. We for some reason had 2 mainsail engine on the center stack. I attached 2 somehow. Also, Manga Kerman is dead, okay? Because we didn't put parachutes on again. Look at it. Look at that guy. Looking so happy as he's about to die. Let's get him out of there. I'm sorry, friend, but if you'll die doing what you love. Falling. Maybe you can slow yourself down with jetpack. Alright. We are getting very slow now with our jetpack. Will you live, or will you not live, which is much more likely. Well, you're falling less fast than that thing now. Vertical speed is 120 meters per second. That is perfectly fine. You are going to live. Okay, I was lying to you. I wanted you to die happier than you probably would have if I told you your death was imminent. Oh, there come rest of pieces. Alright, back to vehicle assembly building. Looks like we had 2 mainsail engine down here when we only need 1. Alright, so that's a possibility. Let's throw some parachute on this. Let's see if we can not kill every Kerbal that gets in our program, okay? It will help with the recruitment process. So we save again. I don't think we had any other problem. Let's launch, okay? I think we were going through fuel too fast because we had 2 engines right under mainsail burning at the same time. One was not really doing very good. So already it looks like we are launching better. We're not getting overheat. We are not getting wobble. Oh, I did not turn autopilot on. Now it is on. We're flying mostly straight. Okay. Maybe some struts next time, if there is next time between this and these. So it does not wobble quite so much. First set of engine is off. And we're higher now than we were last time, I believe. This will fly much better and much closer to space. So this guy is Kerman? Okay, that is a horrible name. This is the guy that should have died, I think. His name is Bumpin. Okay, Bumpin. I don't know if you can... I think that is a British word for butt. Okay, Bumpin. Right, we're spinning like crazy. He's freaking out. It's like, not only is this guy making fun of my name, but I had to watch this guy die doing the same rockets maneuver. And I'm spinning. To the drawing board. Tracking station, that's not what we want. Let's go to vehicle assembly plant. Let's put those struts in now that we were talking about. Alright. So it looks like what's happening is these things are trying to push too far into these things. This is not what we want. So we'll just attach this way. Some strategic parts. That's what struts stand for, I think. And we will also at the same time some struts in the middle like that. And we save and we try launch again. And But Mim is not really miss because his name is kind of weird. So, no worries there, alright? And I bought up my my recorder clock there for apparently no reason. I wanted to see if audio was still registering, because I'm getting some anomaly in speaker. Alright, so we try launch one more time. And this guy's name is Bilemon. Okay. I kind of hope this guy dies too. His name is Bilemon. Their distance is enough that it really matters, okay? So we're getting up nice in time. We want to get in higher orbit so that they will catch up to us. Still have 20. One rocket left to burn with. Alright, we're back down to last launch engine. Atmosphere to get as high as we can. Hit a little bit. Alright, once I get over 54,000, I no longer worry about not making the space. Because 54,000 is where this meter pretty much ends right there. And then 70,000, then you are home free. But at 54,000. Got not a lot to worry about. But we already have intersect. And it is 40 kilometers apart, so it is not so bad. But I think we are going to get right. Oh shoot. That is not good. That is not good at all. So we need to burn a little bit more north. Still got plenty of fuel, but we want to get a little bit higher before we do anything. So we've done slight course correction here to try and get our intersect a little bit closer. But we're not anywhere near what you would call stable orbit. So we'll get close to apoapsis and we will burn until we have suitable orbit. Everything is coming up on us very quickly. So we're going to get very, very close. But we are not going to be close enough because our orbit is so screwy. So they are catching up to us. But we'll see, we'll get ourselves into stable orbit, see what it looks like, see what kind of maneuver we have to do to looks like we can get away with just this right here. Go ahead. Run as fast and as far as we can. Our orbit is getting closer. This cannot be underestimated. Okay, we lost our last launch engine. We're not quite in stable orbit, but we are close enough for jazz. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of this last launch engine. Okay, looks like our stage was a little wrong. No big deal, we just pull this down. Okay, I don't know why I pulled the parachute with them. Pull that down. Accelerate just a little bit to get away from that thing. Very good apoapse. We'll wait till we get a little bit closer, and then we'll burn towards retrograde of target velocity and kill off target velocity. So we are making pretty good rendezvous. I don't know how much you know about rendezvous, if you can follow what exactly is happening now. I have separate docking tutorial that maybe explain rendezvous a little bit better. But I think if you are at level that you are watching people play for no other reason than watching them play, you're probably pretty good at rendezvousing, or watching at least, figuring out what's going on. So, we're just going to go ahead and wait. Till we're a little bit closer together, because right now we're still very far apart. Distance of 892, okay. Let's go ahead and kill off relative velocity anyway. Kind of. Alright, so now we got to figure out how we're gonna get closer to those things, and not really worried about it, so. Alright, so we're kind of farther apart than you might normally want to be for, docking a rendezvous. But I'm not too worried about that. We're going to brute force this docking, okay? That's what I call it. You're probably not quite close enough for, regular dock rendezvous. You're not 2 kilometers away like lots of people like to be. You're pretty far away. So, but we'll just get there and we'll worry about it when we get there, okay? Right now we are getting closer to it, so that is good. Oh, and there it is right there. Both of the craft. They're both pretty close. So we're just going to go ahead and launch right at it. Get ourselves up to a place. Okay, now we get separation to 2.9 kilometer. And it is that point in our orbit that we will kill all this velocity. We have plenty of fuel. Look at how much fuel we have. These nervas, they're not as super powerful as some would like, but they are very fuel efficient, and that right now is what we're worried about. So hit time warp acceleration until, look at that. We get right in close on orbit. Okay, go online to orbits.com, they will teach you all about this. Kill off orbital velocity. Just a little bit. How far are we actually from them? Where did they go? There they are. 2.6 kilometers. That is fine. this prograde marker back towards the pink. So you're always flying at your target. We are now closest point is 0.8 kilometers, and we'll be close enough to see it then and figure out what exactly we want to do. There, 2.7. Get ourselves on retrograde trajectory now, so that we can slow down when we get close enough to it. Okay, that little pause means it is unpacked. It is now demonstrating physics, which will increase our lag a little bit, but not to be worried. Just a little bit. Slow down. Use time warp to get ourselves a little closer, faster. Okay. Closest point is still 0.7 kilometers. Let's kill off the speed. Relative speed is not practically nothing. Let me move towards again. 1.8. Separation anxiety 0.17. So we're going to use RCS now to fine tune our path. Make sure we get nice and close. Alright, now first we want to dock with the Suckmost ship. Okay, we'll attach onto that, and then we will try and direct that towards the Suckmost launcher, the piece that is still on there. Because if worse comes to worse, we just want this ship. We've got a pretty close trajectory to that. We'll use our RCS, translation thrusters, to line ourselves back to our prograde back to our target marker, so that we're still flying right at them. Ourselves closer, faster. And we are now being able to make out pieces of the launcher. Let's slow down a little bit here. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our RCS translator again to change our prograde marker to our target, so we are heading straight at it. Alright, turn off RCS when we are not using it, because we do not have a whole lot of RCS fuel, and we do not want ACES to try and take it from us. Okay, right now we are on CVDR, okay, constant bearing, decreasing range. That means collision course. This is good, because docking is just slow motion collision, is all it is. So let's time warp again. Ourselves a little bit closer. Meters is good direction to figure out what we want to do. We'll use RCS to decelerate. So we'll practically stand still. Up is up. Makes it easier to maneuver. Alright, now we need to figure out where we're connected to on this ship. It looks like it is right there, so we are already at a good angle. I'm just going to move towards it. 0.4, 0.5, that is good for right now. Fast forward button for a moment. Okay, need a little bit of adjustment. There we go. It's easier to fast and slow speeds. Looks like this dock is going to be super easy too, so that is good. Let's more fast forward. Straight at it, but I guess we are. Let's go fast forward. This thing does not have internal cockpit. That is unfortunate. It's not hard to see what we're doing. Orbital cameras a little bit better. Alright, so let's slow down a little bit. Point ourselves right out. Okay, looks like we have a good position to dock. We hit it a little hard, but that is okay. And it is figuring itself out, okay. Now we had problem before because rover is not symmetrical. Front to back as it is back to front. Okay, and I grabbed onto this thing the wrong way to do what I wanted to do before. Because we need to dock this half to the other half, and I don't think that's going to happen now. So I think we're just going to take this rover the way it was. We're going to fly this rover to Minmus. Alright. So Bill Money, congratulations, you are going to be rover pilot to go to Minmus. So, we zoom out here from the map view. And we no longer need targets, we're going to target Minmus. And first step towards target Minmus is to fix our inclination. That is real simple to do with maneuver node. You just click on this point here, where you have descending node. Try and get exactly to descending node point as possible. Add maneuver, shoot. Add maneuver, shoot. Add maneuver, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to watch this maneuver node, but now it is low, so we're going to bring it up. Bring it up a bit, and we watch that number decrease, rather increase in this case. Want to get it as close to 0 as possible. 0.6, 0.5, 0.2, 0.1. 0.1, 0.1, 0.2 again, okay, so that is not what we want to do. So we ruin transfer node, we start over, but it is no big deal. The thing to look for is for them to start to spin around, which they're not doing. Alright, I'm pulling too quickly. 0.3 0.1 have to be good enough, alright? So in 5 minutes 18 seconds we need to do a burn with 167 milliseconds of thrust. Okay, ship turned very slowly now because, you know, we are very bulky, but we should be weight even so that when we burn straight ahead. This is just the orbital correction burn. It is nothing to be too worried about. I don't know why I'm lining up with retrograde marker. I want to look for this blue marker here. That is my maneuver node marker. Wait a few minutes. 3, 2, 1 minutes. Let's go this doing a 16-second burn, but it is hard to say if that is accurate. I like to hit the engine for a moment just to see what happens. That seems to make it more correct. So now we got 31-second burn, so we'll start this burn at about 20 seconds just to make sure that it does not recalculate again. It is not super hard burn, it is 166.9 meters seconds of delta V, which is not a lot even for a Nerva at this altitude. Oh shoot, I said I was going to burn at 20 seconds and now it is 13 seconds. So we'll zoom out a bit so the noise isn't so loud. Starting to overheat, but they will not overheat in a few seconds. But we're drifting a little bit. These are not gimbaled engines and we are a very large craft, so it is a little bit hard for it to get perfect. This rig is for close enough to get. It's hard to do this perfect, but we want to get less than 3 milliseconds between where our target was. Okay, that is probably close enough. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And our descending node is 0.1, which is what we wanted pretty much. So we are on good intercept inclination for Minmus. So now all we need to do is figure out where Minmus is in its orbit. It is right there. So we want to intercept it. And I'm not very good at figuring out ejection angles. So what I do is I add maneuver, push it out to about wherever seems right. And you see our closest approach is there, but Minmus will be there. So obviously we want to move this a little bit later. Oh, there we go. No, maybe not. Okay, closest approach there. That is where it is, population of 14.4 kilometers. Can probably, there we go. Let's keep pushing till we get intercept. Just got to be very careful. Alright. So now we've got apoapsis now 401,000 meters. It is pretty good. In 3 days, 5 hours, 39 minutes. Alright. Oh, you know what? Because it is coming on the way back. Can we intercept with it on the way there? No, we cannot, because it will still be over there. So let's go ahead and we will move a little bit earlier. Alright. A little bit there. We don't want to take forever to get to Minmus. We know it takes a few hours to get to the moon. Okay. There's a lot of playing around. It is not always very exciting. It's not always the action. Now that is very low periapsis of Minmus, and it is 2 days 9 hours. You know, I think that is good enough. So we'll plot that intercept in 29 minutes. Let's see if we can figure out where the blue line is. Sometimes it is hard to find blue line, but we always find it. It will take 858.6 meters per second delta V, which we have in abundance. We have lots of delta V because we've got the Nervas and they very fuel efficient. Alright, where is this blue line? There it is. So it is long burn. I'm going to go ahead, tap engine to get new calculation, and it's 3 minutes 46 seconds. So we're going to start burning at T minus 2 seconds, give or take. Let's see how well we can get this marker line up. Hit our computer and then time warp. And time warp till about T minus 2 seconds, as we've talked about. We still have stable orbit, so we can spin around forever if we like. 16 13, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Slow down time warp a little bit. So we said 2 minutes. We'll stick to 2-minute time period. I have to use this last 15 seconds to line up a little bit better. And now that we are at 2 minutes, we go ahead and we hit engine burn. Power. Okay, estimated burn is now 2 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and stop it because we don't want to burn that early if 2 minutes is new calculation. So let's go ahead, kill 30 seconds. Alright, now we throttle up. We should have slightly better burn. Okay, we do not want to stay still. There's lots of centripetal force, this thing is not very maneuverable. RCS fuel to hold her steady. Okay, we're going to stop because we are losing control. This is my fault. I tried to do correction while burning and I turned off target computer. It caused all kinds of problems. So, go ahead and restart burn. Still have plenty of fuel, do not be worried. Okay, Nerva overheating is something to be worried about. These are nuclear engines, they will kill us all. Detonating them this low in Kerbal atmosphere will certainly make casualties, so we want to make sure they do not get too hot. Now our orbit unfold. It is interesting to see that most of our... we're down to last 150 delta V. We are still very close to Kerbal, but it will just zoom out after this. Right, we're going to stop burning and we are going to reaffix our heading here to where it is supposed to be. Begin again to burn. Slow down as we get closer so we do not overshoot. Okay, we are going to chase this marker a little bit. Looks like we've got nice stable. Alright. So we kill this maneuver node. Alright, and it is still a little bit funny because of floating point math. Okay, it is very funny. Let's see if we can use RCS to poke ourselves in the right direction. The last thing we need is to get all the way out there and then have difficulties. Okay. Just use RCS lateral translation a little bit until we get nice steady math. Because what might happen is if we cross threshold, when the math says we will not make it, it will not go over well. So. Okay, this is getting angry again. It's getting angry, I think, because of orientation of craft. It's funny how that works. Alright. So Minmus periapsis is a lot different than it was before. It had nice closed periapsis. So we're pulling it in right now. Whoa, okay, hold on. I'm not sure what is going on here. We've got blue orbit and then we've got purple orbit. Okay, I think... I don't know what is going on now. As long as we don't hit RCS and flight computer on at the same time, we're alright. So, that is good to go. We have lots of other things to worry about, but that is it for episode 3. I apologize if it got a little boring at the end because I wasn't talking so much about what I was doing. I was in the heat of moment, seat of pants. Thank you all for coming. Next time, while this rocket rover is traveling to the Minmus, we'll get the next part of the refinery complex ready. You will not be disappointed. This is promised to you from me. Goodbye.